guys, it's Break, aka Beauty by Break, and the window's open. Don't want no people hearing me talking to myself like I'm a crazy person. And I have a tutorial for you. Yay! Special effects makeup. Yay! Awesome. Yay! It's kind of like a spider bite gone wild. I base it off of a brown recluse bites, which is actually very, 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 very icky looking. Which is why I wanted to recreate it, of course. And they're actually in the area that I live, and I saw one the other day, and I thought, that would be an awesome makeup to do. But I got a little carried away, I think. Yeah. But if you'd like to see the image I use as my inspiration, I will put a link to that down below. But yeah, it's pretty simple to do for such a crazy looking look. But yeah, so I'm going to shut up and let's get to the tutorial. But first, I'm going to tell you what you're going to need, which is we're going to start by making the bubbles. We're going to use the gelatin, which I have a video on how to make this gelatin. It will be linked down below in the bottom bar. Also on this screen I will put it, because no one can seem to find this video for some reason. But yes, you're going to put a little bubble of this gelatin on, just a blob, and hold your hand upside down so that the gelatin pulls away from your skin, and gravity will make a nice bubble on your skin, nice and smooth, no poking or prodding needed. And I think I added like 4 of these bubble shapes to my hand. This is actually the infection from the spider bite. It's going to cause your skin to burst up with pus inside of those bubbles, bursting your skin open. Awesome, right? Yeah. But yeah, like I said, that video will be found on this video, down in the bottom bar of this video, also on my channel, so find it. Now I'm just using a Q-tip, and I'm going to layer on some liquid latex around the edges, and I also went up on the gelatin a bit so that you can create kind of a skin flap that will hang off when you peel it off of the gelatin, and tuck some extra tissue under there to stick it up a little bit better. But I did about 6 layers of latex. Now when peeling back the latex, you want to start by topping it off with a layer of powder. This can be any powder you have on hand, baby powder, a loose foundation. I'm using a translucent powder. Whatever you have will work. So I just put a layer of that on, and now I'm taking my tweezers and very carefully picking this latex away from the gelatin. This gelatin can be broken pretty easily and pulled off your skin also pretty easily. So you want to be pretty careful when doing this. As you can see, it took a little bit at a time and peeled it up. And as you're peeling, latex will stick to itself. That's why we put the powder on top. So as you're going through, take a Q-tip with some of that powder that you used earlier and stick it down into the wound. That way that latex won't fold over and stick to itself. Now when adding color, you can put whatever colors you want. I just went off by my inspiration picture. I started with a base of yellow and then added some reds and browns to create an infected look, and took a very dark red, almost like a brown red, and went around the edges where the skin would be deader, more dead, deader, more dead. I don't know if the correct grammar for that, but around the edges towards the bubbles is going to I made darker. And then I kind of went to blend that down, and I added more red around the wound area to make it more infected looking. Now I'm going to add more tissue to it by rolling up some toilet tissue and just dipping that into some fake blood and stuffing that inside of the skin flap. This is going to add more depth to it by lifting that skin up a bit more, and also it kind of looks like actual tissue underneath your skin, so it kind of has a really cool effect to it. And I noticed that it actually stayed pretty moist for a while, and that's because, for one, I soaked it in blood, and two, I put a gel blood over top of it that really doesn't dry. It stays a nice glossy look. So I would suggest doing that, but I just added lots of tissue, rolled it up, stuck more in there until I got a desired effect. I did that to both sides and also in between the bubbles a little bit. Now I'm just taking a black shadow and I'm going to put that on top of a Q-tip and went around the edges again where I darkened it last time, and this time making a nice black crusty look to it. Again, this is just because it was on my inspiration picture and I thought it looked pretty gnarly, so I added it to my own. And I really do like the effect of having the dark edges on this. And then I took a Q-tip and took the cotton off of it and dipped it in some cream makeup to make the veiny lines coming out from the wound. This is not in the inspiration picture at all. This is just what I decided to do. You know what? In your wound, you can do whatever your little heart desires. So I added more red to it. I kind of wish I didn't because I liked it better before I added all that red to it. But, yeah, whatever. It still turned out good. And next I took a cotton pad with some of that white powder that I had earlier. You can use baby powder. And I made this kind of moldy edge to it. Again, this was on the inspiration pic and I thought it looked kind of really cool. So I decided to stick that on my wound as well. And this is the finished wound, but wait, there's more. We're gonna try and sew this bad boy up. I just took a regular needle and thread and threaded it through the latex. I did have some of the latex break as I threaded it, but you know what, it's to the point where it's so gross looking that it didn't really notice. So just keep going until, you know, you feel that you sewed it up good enough. So that was my tutorial. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. As always, take the time to comment, like, and favorite this video, if you please. Yeah, so that's it. I have a lot more videos coming for Halloween, of course. It's like almost August, which means it's almost September, which September is when I need to start cranking out the Halloween special effects videos for y'all. So I gotta get started on lots. Yep. But yeah, so I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I love you all. Goodbye.